And we're back. It's been about 2 days since we laid down the white DuraCoat, and I wanted to give it a couple days drying time so I can mask this off without worrying about damaging the surface. We're ready for the next step, and the next step is going to be we're painting the receiver a custom color. To obtain that custom color, I need to mix 2 different DuraCoat products together to get the color I'm looking for. So before I show you that, I want to thank Mike Lauer of Lauer Custom Weaponry. They're the producers of DuraCoat. He helped me obtain the color I wanted. Told me the 2 product numbers that I needed to mix together. So basically for this receiver, we're going to use an Sherbert orange and a electric cherry red until I obtain the color that I want for this receiver. So let me get set up, and we're going to mix these together until I obtain the right tone of orange that I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use about a ½ ounce. That's more than enough that I need. Make sure that's mixed up really good. That's it. I'm going to add the hardener now, just in case it alters the color a bit. I don't have to worry about that. I want a pretty good sheen, so that's only a ½ ounce, so that's more than enough hardener. Okay. I'm going to use this straw just to add a little bit at a time. There's 3 drops. Let's see what that looks like. Let's let that settle a minute and come back. I let it sit for a little bit and I still don't have the tone of orange I'm looking for. So I'm going to put 3 more drops of electric cherry in here and rinse and repeat until we get the color we're looking for. This is just a little straw like off of a WD-40 can that I clean with acetone. I just wanted to try to control how much I was putting in here. 1, 2 drops. I want to go 1 more. 3. Okay, 1 more. 4. Let's give that a try. We'll mix that up real good, let it settle, and we'll be back. So far I have 7 drops of the red and a ½ ounce of the orange, and it's starting to come to where I want it. I think I want to brighten it up just a little bit. So I think I'm going to go like 3 or 4 more drops, and that should give me the color I'm looking for. It's so hard to tell on the camera, but that's getting real close to what I want. And if I go over, I can just add a little bit more of the O Sherbert orange. Okay, 4. I think that's going to do it. Let me mix this up real good again and let it settle, and we should be ready to spray the receiver. I got the tone I was looking for. I'm not sure if you could see it. Here's the original color, and here's with the red in it. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but it sure brightened it up and brought it to the orange that I'm looking for. So now we're going to transfer it to the airbrush bottle and lay on a couple layers and see how it looks. And we can always mix up a little bit more if I don't like the color, and spray it over. Yeah, that should be more than enough. All right, let's move the camera outside. I'm looking at that color in the viewfinder, and it looks nothing like what it does in real life. So hopefully the final result will show what it looks like. Yep, that's exactly the color I was looking for.
Looks good.
Thank you. We have to get good coverage because it's a transparent color. I had several comments about tolerances on the inside of the receiver. I responded to a couple of them, but the DuraCoat is very, very thin once it dries. And as a matter of fact, on sloppy actions, it actually smooths them out. So on those loose areas, I like to put it heavy. Okay, there it is. Orange is done. Went on smooth. And I'll take you around to the other side real quick. And there's a shot of the other side.
Looks good.
So we're gonna, thanks Samantha, we're gonna let that dry a couple days, and off to the next step. And we are back. It's been about 2 days now since we laid down the orange. And now we have a couple finishing touches before assembly. So you're probably wondering what this project's turning into. You're going to find out here real quick. So I appreciate everyone hanging in for the build. It's been fun. And let's get to the next step here. The next step is going to be applying some clear coat over the orange. But first we have to add the most important detail. We have some die cut decals here. We're going to add one on each side. And you're probably now getting an idea of what this is going to be. So let's get the decals applied and then we'll lay down some clear coat. For all your steel chainsaw folks out there, you're going to appreciate this build. Okay, apply the decal on the other side, and then we'll get the clear coat and hardener mixed in and ready to go. Okay, have both vinyl die cut decals installed. And now we got to mix up our clear coat. And that's going to be the final DuraCoat is clear coat over the receiver. And then after 2 days, final assembly. Clear coat's on. Put about 4 or 5 coats of clear. The purpose of the clear was to brighten up the orange and seal in the die cut decals. So I got a nice good thick layer of clear on there. So wait 2 days, we'll come back and assembly. And then final assembly, and that baby's ready to go, man. Okay, here it is. The final build, the Mossberg 590 Project X, completed. I'll bring you in for all the details, but a quick rundown. We have a custom jeweled lifter. We have a custom jeweled bolt. We have a custom made door breech muzzle brake. And DuraCoat white. DuraCoat white first, then DuraCoat orange. Then the decals were applied, and then a clear coat over that. Added the handle on the pump, and the pistol grip comes on the 590 already. I'll flip it around. We added a shell carrier on the left side of the gun. I'll flip that around right now. We added the shell carrier on the left side of the gun here. So that's it. I'll bring you in close so you can see some of the detail work. And it's ready to go, man. Here's a quick sweep. There's a close-up of the jeweled bolt and jeweled lifter. There's a tight shot of the door breech muzzle brake threaded onto the barrel. There's the pump action handle. It's attached to the pump on a Picatinny rail. There's also Picatinny rails on the left and right side for accessories. There's a tight shot of the shell carrier. So you're probably asking yourself right now, why would someone take a perfectly good Mossberg 590 shotgun and do this to it? Well, a very wise man by the name of Stan Zinkowski told me the correct answer to that question would be, because I can. True that. Thanks for watching the series, guys. I appreciate it. I had fun doing the build, and I'm glad you came along. Have a good one. See ya.